Hey guys, another Geek123 here. Well, today I'm going to be looking to a strange game in the Sonic franchise to me, which is Sonic Lost World. I say this compared to other Sonic games from the overall years, this gets forgotten a lot more to me, even with it releasing in 2013. Anyway, let's have a look into this strangely forgotten game. Sonic Lost World overall is the action-adventure platform game developed by Sonic Team, to essentially be the sequel to continue the Sonic story from Sonic Generations. The game was released in October 2013 for the Wii U and Nintendo 3DS by Nintendo and Sega. A port was later then made to be for PC and released in November of 2015. Overall, Sonic Lost World focuses on the story of Sonic stopping the Deadly Six, an alien tribe that serves as the game's main antagonists, as they seek siphon energy from the Lost Hex, which is the game's setting. The game also has Sonic and Tails team up with Robotnik, their usual enemy, to help stop the Deadly Six. The gameplay overall is typical to the Sonic games and adds parkour mechanics. So what about the game's development? Well, development for Lost World started shortly after Sonic Colors was finished, when a few core members started the experimentation for the former, and well, this took place for 2.5 years. The game mostly took this long to make due to Sonic Team focusing on to streamline the controls, increase the length and add more diverse levels compared to other Sonic games. After reviewing the history of the franchise for Sonic Generations, the game producer Kashi Iizuka hoped to deliver a new experience to the game. Development for the PC port also began around when Generations was released, with early experiments involving twisted type levels which were inspired by Jack and the Beanstalk. The game's overall concept was totally new, with earlier levels having to be remade over and over. They also implemented a way for players to have the ability to control Sonic's speed in an effort to create a more traditional platforming experience. The parkour mechanics was introduced as well to maintain a more fluid sense of movement in contrast to previous Sonic games, where running into something such as a wall would be forcing the player to completely stop. Iizuka also stated that the game would also be something like the rabbit hole from Alice in Wonderland, saying it's an action game where you can experience many strange and fun experiences. The development of this game ultimately focused on the Wii U and 3DS because of the success of the previous Sonic games on Nintendo platforms. The Sonic team also decided to include both cooperative and competitive multiplayer modes for the game due to Wii U having 2 monitors to use. The 3DS version was also co-developed by DIMS, who've worked on many Sonic games. That version of the game was designed to fully utilise the 3D hardware with 3D gameplay and motion controls. The development for the version of the game was also harder due to the platform's more limited processing power. A simple art style was also used to make objects stand out more against the background in the overall game, and to also keep the game running at a consistent 60 frames per second. The design of the Deadly Six villains were also based on ogres, and each one's appearances were intended to reflect a key characteristic of their personality, which the developers hoped players could see. The Wii U version of the game was directed by Morio Kishimoto, the director of Sonic Colors and the lead designer of Sonic and the Black Knight, while the 3DS version was directed by Taiko Hibayoshi, director of Sonic Colors DS and the lead designer of Sonic Unleashed. Sega then trademarked the title Sonic Lost World in May 2013. The game was then revealed in the same month on 17th of May 2013 in a Nintendo Direct convention. It was also said it was an exclusive partnership between Sega and Nintendo for the Sonic series. It was also said there would be 2 more games in this partnership, which would be the 4th Mario and Sonic Olympic games and Sonic Boom's Shattered Crystal. Well, after the announcement, Sega then reported that there would be more info released before E3 2013 and that the game would have returning and new characters in the game. The first trailer for the game would then be released on May 28th, which was a day earlier than it was previously announced to release. A downloadable demo of the game's first stage would then be made available for both consoles on November 8th in Japan and then in America and Europe in November. To promote the game, they would also add an update to Sonic Dash, which includes a boss battle against Zaz, who is one of the Deadly Six. A Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U also had an update with a stage based on the Windy Hill Zone from Sonic Lost World. The soundtrack for the game was then composed and directed by Tomiya Otani, with Taisho Iguchi handling the orchestra and cutscene music. A 3-disc soundtrack named Sonic Lost World Original Soundtrack Without Boundaries was then released physically in Japan and digitally worldwide for iTunes and Amazon Music on November 27, 2013. A special limited stock titled the Deadly 6 edition for the Wii U version of the game was then available to pre-order, which included special DLC, featured a new stage and boss battles based on previous Sonic games. Pre-ordering this from Amazon would also allow the player to start off with 25 whole extra lives. A patch also was released on the Wii U version on December 10th, 2013, which added additional features such as button controls with some wisps and the additional extra life award for collecting 100 rings. Then on December 18th, 2013, Nintendo announced 2 exclusive pieces of free DLC for the Wii U version based on other Nintendo games. The first DLC stage, named Yoshi's Island Zone, was released on the day of the announcement, and then the second DLC, named The Legend of Zelda Zone, was then released on March 27th, 2014. So that was the development of the strange game to me, Sonic Lost World. Honestly, I call this game strange, but it's actually okay for what it is. I really like the way they were trying to implement Sonic being in a different environment and putting it on a Nintendo exclusive deal, which is kinda cool with how now Sonic is handled with games now being primarily on Nintendo. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about this game. What are your guys' thoughts about the game? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Please comment down below. If I also missed out some information, please comment down below that as well. I'd love to hear more info about this game. And overall, if you liked the video, please like. If you disliked the video, please dislike. It'll give me feedback to improve. And overall, if you like this content for a while now, please subscribe, it'll make my day. And finally, if you'd like a 1 to 10 minute video edited cheaply for you, please over to my Fiverr, the link is always in the description below. I would love to create some content for you guys. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video guys, and peace.
Why are you running? Why are you running?